Easy, if I may, Utah, it's very answer. See, because Utah, you's my good friend, but you don't believe. And I'll tell you why. See, part of the biggest problem is like when you look at the BTC board that has run the company successfully, the board that's presently there. The Prime Minister said, allegedly said, I understand that if Bahamians own BTC, they'd run it into the ground
in a year.
How does the successful board...
Why you use the word allegedly? Someone told you that you didn't hear it yourself.
I hear it on the radio and all the different stuff. I ain't see it with my own two eyes, so I say allegedly.
But you hear it on the radio?
Hold on. Yeah, listen. You have the board at BTC now who was successful, who made millions and millions of dollars for the company. The Prime Minister said this, and none of these guys have the courage to come to the forefront and say, hold on, Mr. Prime Minister, hold on, Bahamians run this now, I disagree with you. Or, you know what, say, Mr. Prime Minister, I agree with you, it was a fluke that we were successful. But these guys allowed the perpetuation of it, but that's why I say, Utah, you don't really believe. You know, you'd go out on Bay Street and demonstrate against foreigners coming from the UK here to make films, but yet in the same breath, you don't believe our brothers at BTC could run BTC.
Now explain why I demonstrated against the foreigners, because Bahamians were not given a fair
They were discriminated.
chance.
You're right.
Bahamians are not given a fair chance in this regard either.
Wasn't it put out to bid?
It was put out to bid, and initially the government, the F&M government said that no Bahamian came forward.
Based on?
No. Listen now,
let me get back to Celi.
They said no Bahamian came forward, right? Now watch this now, Utah. The first talk was they said no Bahamian came forward. Then they admitted, oh no, that's not true. A Bahamian group did come forward, but they didn't meet our standard. No, they didn't meet our requisite qualification.
Yeah.
Then the Prime Minister came. What did the Prime Minister say about that group? What he said on national TV?
You mean with Blue Water?
No, I'm talking about Blue Water. I'm talking about the group that came to the F&M. What did he say? They too greedy. They want everything.
But
no, that's what he said.
Here's the bigger problem.
Okay, now I understand that's his friend and they've worked that out. Okay, they worked that out. But the fact of the matter is, the Prime Minister said that nationally.
But did that group qualify?
Utah. Okay,
but
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about a bidding process. Something I happen to know a lot about. What you do in a pre-qualification bid is you put out some prerequisites for people, right? And you could decide, just like when you want to hire a Filipino maid, you could put some things in there to make sure no Bahamian apply. Okay? Not that the Bahamian won't come for the job.
Let the barber speak now.
Okay?
Oh, you got the floor.
Go ahead.
Yeah, take this chance.
I went down, right? My only disappointment was the Prime Minister run from the people. I was expecting him to come out and speak to the people and explain his reason why to the people, not running.
Hey, he's the Prime Minister.
Hold
on, Celi. He got more to say. He is the Prime Minister. He do not determine. No. Let me answer for why he ran. He do not determine on whether or not he come out and speak to the people in a situation like that. It's a protest going on. Therefore, national security is in charge.
Foolishness.
He is under the directive of national security. He's under the directive of national security.
You didn't go to Bay Street.
No, I didn't go.
You heard about it.
Yeah.
But I saw
I
clips.
went to Bay Street.
Yeah,
I watched
foolishness. It wasn't no
the crowd
like
was
that.
in a well-mannered.
Yeah.
Well, I have clips from YouTube that I have clips from
Utah,
YouTube that I will be showing on this show. So you don't tell me it was a well-mannered crowd.
It was
a well-mannered crowd, Utah.
It was.
Believe you me, I was there.
Tell you what, we can take a break and we can show them clips right now. You, the audience, text in and y'all tell me if it was a well-mannered crowd or did they come out blood in the eye.
All right, we back?
We back.
All right, Utah, here's the problem. The problem is we have two failed prime ministers who basically abdicating their position in this country because you know why? These guys don't have a clue how to lead this country. Prime Minister Perry Christie, you know what the solution is? Anchor projects. Let's put the hands of our country and economy in the hands of foreigner. That's foreignization because he don't know how to do it. Hubert Ingram, let's sell 51% to foreigners because he don't know how to do it. Listen, the Bahamas is a new country. And if our argument is always going to be we looking for people with older and more experience, and we could always find that the key is how do we cultivate Bahamians to rise to the position. No, look at, we have Bahamians who is running BTC. Let's go recruit Bahamians to do that. When you look at sports, Kevin Garnett, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, these guys recruited out of high school. Let's find our best and our brightest and let's take them to the next level. These guys have failed. They have no solution. And failure breeds failure. We need to change these guys.
You sure he's selling to foreign companies?
Huh?
You sure he's selling to foreign companies?
Selling what?
BTC.
Huh?
You sure he's selling to foreign companies?
BTC.
You know what they have invested in these projects coming in?
Who you mean?
Who's selling?
Who is selling BTC?
Are you saying the politicians have
Special interests?
some backward dealing going on in these entities?
For a long time.
Well, you know,
If you check with the background, they have investments in there.
that might be a good point, but the whole point of it though is like
But
right now when
everybody in Parliament ain't there just to be a member of Parliament, an MP or a Prime Minister, you know. I mean, you got a life. You got many businessmen who are in House of Parliament.
yeah, but the whole
If they use their position for gain,
They're using it for
then
wrongdoing.
they are at fault. But hold on, Bahamians sound off on BTC protests. This is by Sasha L. Lightburn. Despite hundreds pouring into the downtown area in protest of the pending sale of the Bahamas Telecommunication Company on Wednesday, the majority of people polled by Bahama Journal yesterday said the protest simply didn't make any sense.
I disagree, Utah. Listen, again, when you look at our country, you know, and we have two failed prime ministers, they've solved
But Celi,
no
you keep saying, I can't support that.
They've solved no
I can't support
crime.
Okay, so Lyndon didn't fail then. There's only two.
Hold on. Crime, F. Education, D. The ability to feed ourselves, D. Bahamianization, F. Illegal immigration, F. Across the board, every core issue. It doesn't matter what Lyndon do. You know, all it is the bottom line.
Okay. Now we got you.
We want to be an F country.
We got you now. We got you.
Right,
No, we don't want to be an F country.
That's the deal right there. That's it.
No. Hold on, Calvin. We got him. We got him now.
All right. Yeah, you got me. Let's go.
What is the solution?
Right.
What needs to be done?
The first step is we've recognized that we have two failed leaders. We recognize if we put them back here, they're going to do the same thing. So the first step is, if you get a brain, we got to move them. That's the first step.
Okay.
That's the first step.
They like the song say, Perry and Ingham got to go, or Christine Ingham got to go. Okay.
Now, and the second step is
Christine
you need to
Ingram's got to
find,
go.
in the second step, Utah, you need to find Bahamians, first of all, who believe we could do better. You need to find Bahamians who have a heart for Bahamians and who have a mindset to go there and invest in Bahamians. Listen, if I was the prime minister with this BTC thing, the first thing I was going to do is I was going out there and I was finding young talent and people in the industry and look here, man, this is where we want to take our country. Rather than cable and wireless trying to buy us, you know, we want to take over this whole region.
Precisely.
You know what? We want to take over this. That's our deal. Not only that, I want to hire people like critical thinker. You all say you all smart, you all be in the MIT. Go in that little room, I can pay you all a little 50, 100 grand a year and come up with the next technology that's going to change the world. You know, President Obama talks about winning the future. The man was just in Miami at a school that went from F to C in an engineering class with kids building robotics and stuff like that. That's where we need to go.
But Charlie,
our prime ministers don't think on that level.
Back to my point, right? You realize when he's getting ready to sell BTC under the PLP, right? Do you realize as members of parliament was getting ready to purchase BTC?
Listen,
who was a part of the PLP?
Listen, to me, Christie has failed, Ingham has failed. See, I'm looking at the big picture. When you look
I try and look into BTC.
No, yeah, but the problem bigger than that, my brother.
Yeah, but the truth, we get into the truth, right?
Right.
If you're looking at BTC, when PLP was selling it, right, they had members of parliament line up to buy it.
Fry fish.
Now, F&M selling it, I'm trying to find out what they have invested.
Well, listen,
you feel they don't have nothing invested?
Listen, all I'm saying is the deal ain't good for the Bahamas. Anytime you do something that's not going to recruit and enhance your people, it can't be good. When you have a prime minister that's going to abdicate 51% of his responsibility and say, all right, Mr. Foreigner, I don't know how to do it. You all run it for us. You know, when you look at the hotel sector, we own nothing in the hotel sector, no major part of our economy.
Nothing in banking.
You realize, right?
How do we support people like this and praise them?
You
like
realize in all their research, everything the government sells, whoever's in charge, always have benefits in it.
A new day has dawned. A new people has awakened. Ignorance is now a fading memory of the past. No longer will we the people sit in silence and watch our beloved Bahamas disintegrate to crime, greed, and petty politics. Controversy TV. Season 6. No fair. No fair. No fair. It's on. It's on.